Boy, Neil, what a change. And the change is going to arrive tonight while we're sleeping. And tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up and say, wow, this is different compared to where we've been. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's just, this is October. It's what October does. I was going back the past 6 years, the month of October, just to see, you know, how many 40-degree days we have, 50-degree days, stuff like that. 40s and 50s do become common this month, but they're also mixed with 60s and 70s. So you really get a little bit of everything. And so far this month we have. Right now we're at 57 degrees. We're dry at the airport right now, but look at that wind out of the west-northwest. That is a cold wind. It's blowing in much cooler air out towards the west, but the cool air is not quite here yet. We're still in the upper 50s and near 60s. So it's still a very comfortable fall night, but you get back towards Sandusky, Norwalk, that's where we're starting to see the cooling. But on the leading edge of this whole thing, this whole cold air mass, remember cold air is heavy and dense, so it sinks down to the ground. It can't go into the ground, so it goes out. So you tend to get gusty winds on the leading edge of cold air masses, and that's exactly what we're seeing downtown with a 30-mile-per-hour sustained wind. We've had gusts almost to 45 in the last 15 minutes now. Worcester, some strong winds as well, but you can see kind of the delineation to this. It's the leading edge of that cooler air as it moves in. So how cold are we talking? This isn't anything barbaric, but we're talking temperatures in the 40s in the upper Midwest. We'll likely be in the low 40s tomorrow morning to get you started, and we're going to have a tough time getting into the low 50s tomorrow afternoon. So this is the front that's doing the damage in terms of temperatures. Notice the line of showers that will move in here tonight. We've got lake effect rain and just general rain with the low pressure on the backside of it, but the cold air is widespread. This is going to make it all the way down towards areas like the deep south. Atlanta expecting low temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. Texas finally getting some relief from this. And it's more than just relief in the upper Midwest. We're talking freeze warnings for the Dakotas as far south as Kansas. Temperatures tonight for those areas expected to get down into the 20s in spots. Meanwhile, 30s elsewhere. Tonight, we're not too bad. We're going to baby step this. We're back into the 40s. So take a look at the temperature drop. They're going to tumble tonight. We're in the 50s now, but look what happens 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. This isn't your normal nighttime cooling. This is the front bringing that cool air in. So getting you started on your Saturday morning, low 40s. We'll have a wind with it as well. So we'll have wind chill values. Yes, wind chill values in the 30s tomorrow morning. So what about the rain? Let's get you planned out for your weekend. Here's your Saturday start. Sunshine for a lot of us tomorrow morning. It's not a washout tomorrow, but what's going to happen as that cold air continues to spill across the lake? We're going to ignite cloud cover as we get some instability. Once the ground starts heating up, it shoots up into the sky. Cold air aloft will create some clouds, and then eventually we'll ring out some showers. They'll be likely like a checkerboard on radar. So you'll get rain, and then the sun will pop out. You'll get rain, sun will pop out. So I would not cancel any fall plans that you have tomorrow. Just take the proper gear. You're going to need some layers as well. You're looking at high temperatures. This may be optimistic in the upper 50s, says our model. I would probably go mid 50s, but either way, it's going to feel like the 40s pretty much all day. As we go throughout the afternoon and evening, general popcorn nature to the rain should come to an end, and we're going to turn to more lake effect as we get towards tomorrow night. That wind coming off the lake, we'll get some banding of that, and that rain will continue as we go into Sunday. As you get away from the lake, we'll clear out, and look what temperatures do. Sunday morning in the 30s in outlying locations. Sunday, more of the same. We've got the wind off the lake. We're in the 50s. We'll spark some clouds, and look at the banding that develops. Perhaps some decent bands of rain. Could we have flooding out of that? I don't think so, because we're in a drought for many of us, especially out towards Ashtabula County. But some real good rain with some lake effect bands develops on Sunday. Again, not a washout on Sunday either. So both days, I think you can tiptoe around the rain. If you're Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, even Cuyahoga County, Sunday's going to be a little iffy with the lake effect. Fall foliage would be nice to look at. It's going to be blowing around this weekend, but we're changing to near peak now. Next week, I think, is our closest week to peak, and then probably late next week into October 15th through the 21st, we'll see peak colors around here. It's happening out in outlying locations now. It'll transition to more of the city urban areas as we get into the next 2 weeks. So should have some real good fall color. Trees are set up for success with all the sunshine and cool nights we've had. All right, as we go through time, let's go over the next 10 days. Cool air sits around the Great Lakes, and it sits around the Great Lakes all the way through next week. Look how this cutoff low just stays here, and it kind of reignites itself next weekend. So in terms of rainfall, this system goes by. It's meeting up with that tropical system that we were talking about last night. And look at this low that develops over the weekend. This is what keeps the cool air coming. It keeps our rain chances there. Yes, that was snow 300 miles north of us. This system pulls out, and we've got another big system later next week. It'll be an area of low pressure that comes north. We may have severe weather with that if that heads a little bit further north. Either way, a massive low forms next weekend. If you're putting things off this weekend and saying, let's do it next weekend, Next weekend looks worse as of right now. And again, just a messenger trying to help you plan things out. I don't like it either. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecasts were in the 50s with the rain around next 2 days, lingering shower on Monday, and then, Neil, a little bit of a warm-up out ahead of what looks to be a big rainmaker Thursday into Friday.
All right, maybe I'll just sit on the couch and watch college football all day tomorrow.
Find a good book or some good games. Yes, good plan.